Entitled mom keeps telling her kid to take my things, by user lie_cat. Today was my first time visiting Crumbl Cookies. I bought 4 huge cookies to try and share with my friends. On my way home I decided to enjoy the cookie I had gotten for myself. I was sitting at one of the little picnic tables where my condo is. And who should show up? But of course my neighbor's friend, who is an entitled parent. This is not the first time I've encountered her. So I'm looking at my phone and eating my cookie. Basically doing as many errands on my phone as I can. When suddenly I hear this entitled parent open her mouth. "Look at that, Olivia. There's 3 giant cookies in there." Entitled mom is pointing to my box of cookies. "Why don't you go ahead and pick out a cookie that you like? As we all know, it's very important to learn how to share with others. And this lady didn't share with you the last time we saw her. Maybe she's learned her lesson." Entitled mom says. Brief backstory: the last time I encountered this woman, I had 2 candy canes because my blood sugar was low and I was on my way to my doctor's appointment. I'm a type 1 diabetic. I did not give the child one of my candy canes. At the time I needed it as life-saving medicine. Anyways, I look up and this entitled mother is folding her arms and giving me the most smug look ever. Her kid comes running up to grab a cookie out of my box. But I'm faster, I immediately close the cookie box. The little girl seemed shocked. The mom lets out the most obnoxious grunt. "Oh come on, you don't need all those cookies. You didn't even share with her the last time you saw her." I'm trying to teach her manners and sharing. We share when we have more than what we need. I look at the little girl, ignoring the mother. And I said to her, "Today I'm going to teach you another very important lesson. Can you listen carefully?" The cute little girl nods. I told her, "You should never take a food from a stranger. You should only take food from people you know. Because for all I know there could be something that you're allergic to in these cookies, and that might make you very sick. I don't want to accidentally give you something that might make you sick. You don't want that either, right?" The little girl nods. I smile at her. I say, "Also another thing to learn in life is sometimes we can't always get what we want. So you might want one of my cookies, but for all you know I have other people that I'm going to share them with. And then they'll be sad that they didn't get a cookie. We should always ask before taking things from someone." I tell her I'd be happy to share a piece of my candy with her if she asks me nicely the next time I see her. And if her mommy can confirm that there's nothing in it that might make her have an allergic reaction. The little girl smiles at me, says okay, and thanks me. The look on the entitled mom's face was priceless. I think she probably would have slapped me upside the head. But I was using my wheelchair at the time, because my dysautonomia is really acting up today. I don't know why, but it looks especially bad if you hit somebody using a wheelchair. Even more so if you do it in front of a large group of people. Which there are plenty of people out enjoying the nice weather today. I got enough satisfaction in not only teaching that kid lessons that she needs to learn, but then just by watching the entitled mother storm off and drag her daughter back into one of the other surrounding buildings. I wasn't lying. I did get the cookies to share with my brother and friends. Perhaps if they had asked me nicely I wouldn't have minded sharing the one giant cookie I had bought for myself. But both times I have encountered this entitled mom, she has just told her kid to take something from me without asking. That poor kid is going to grow up on the wrong path if she thinks she can get away with that. However, if the kid does happen to ask me nicely the next time I see her, I will follow through on my promise. I usually do have low blood sugar candy to spare on me. I'll give her one of my little bags of Skittles. Crazy entitled parents. I'm glad this woman doesn't live here. I don't want to have to encounter her more than every once in a while. She's the opposite of Mary Poppins. Practically unpleasant in every possible way. My estranged mother thinks she's entitled to my homemade jelly, by user Little Fish Sticks. My aunt sent me the following text from my estranged mother. "Let your niece know the honeysuckle is in full bloom. We will not be home tomorrow if she wants to come get some then, but I want a couple jars of her strawberry jam in exchange, and I think stepfather's name will want some honeysuckle when she makes it." Wow, the entitlement. I'd rather collect flowers sprayed with poison and make jelly out of that. It would still be less toxic than her. An update to mom wanting my location, by user kindly_parsley6054. An update to this post, https://www.reddit.com/r/entitledparents/s/1loyalYB6u. So basically, she didn't let what I said slide. She threatened to take away my car keys. The car isn't in my name so I can't really do anything about. And then we kinda compromised and I apologized just to alleviate the situation. My dumbass brother told her that I wanna move out after I graduate. She's upset now, hitting things and yelling at me. No girl moves out alone in our culture, she stays with the family. Now I'm thinking of just grabbing some things and driving to my BFS house. Edited, I can leave while they're sleeping, but I want to grab my PC and it cow. It's my most prized possession. Mom wants my location, by user kindly _parsley 6054. I'm 21, I still live with my parents because they're Muslim and don't allow girls to move out till they get married. Don't worry, I plan on moving out whether they like it or not. She insisted on having my location, I told her no. She got incredibly mad, started gaslighting me, accusing me of things, yelling at me, storming off, etc. Truthfully, I am lying about my location like 80% of the time, but she doesn't need to know that. I just would prefer for her to not have my location. She's a control freak. She's pissed that she can't have my location and she no longer has access to my bank account transaction. She gaslit me so hard that I ended up crying and yelling. I still won't give her my location. Am I in the wrong here for speaking up for myself? I just wanna add too that she's not a bad parent, she cares for me a lot and is always there for me, she just has bad qualities, so I'm just conflicted. I am pissed off, by user Silverdanu. My grandma passed away in 2022, she had dementia and decided to change the power of authority to my eldest sister. This whole thing has been a fight, on my sister paying my mom rent because technically the house, car, etc. should go to her, etc. My mom has finally gotten it changed so that the stuff would go to her. My sister and my mom both agreed I should have the van because I am getting older and need to learn how to drive. So I don't have to rely on someone else to take me to places. Well, here comes 2025 and my mom is planning on selling the van, so I thought, okay, she's going to get me a smaller car? No. She's going to buy a f***ing horse, WTF. This isn't needed even though it's her dream because her and her boyfriend already have issues paying animal feed bill. We live on a farm with peacocks, chickens, cows, dogs, cats, donkeys, turkeys, geese, and ducks. So why the FCK would you get another animal? That's so irresponsible. And that wasn't the plan at all, this was supposed to be my car. It's not like I am just expecting it, they both agreed. Sorry for the rant, I'm just over it.